Hey guys, so I've been busy working, and I haven't been able to really catch up on the Wakanda Forever first reactions. So let's break them down here, guys, and I'll give you my thoughts on them. So the biggest reactions I've heard are, it's not as good as the first Black Panther, and even though people thought parts of the first Black Panther are mediocre because of the CGI, for the most part, Black Panther was one of those movies that brought people together. And I think the sequel will do something similar, but people love T'Challa. People love Chadwick Boseman. They thought he did an amazing job. Rip, man. I mean, and for 2/3 of that movie, it was so good. Killmonger was a worthy antagonist. It was so interesting. And people are saying that this movie is emotional and that there's great things in it, which I'm sure it will be. But I've heard people say this is one of the best movies in Phase 4. I'm going to say this right now, guys, even though I haven't seen the movie. And you guys can get mad at me all you want. This movie will not beat Shang-Chi for me. I'm not kidding. Anyone says Shang-Chi is the best movie in Phase 4, and anybody who disagrees can fight me. Even if they have seen Wakanda Forever. Because there's one statement in these reviews that really pisses me off. And that statement is that they say that Shuri is one of the best fighters in the MCU. Here's what I don't understand, guys. I have no problem with Shuri being Black Panther. My problem is that they're going to force her to be this badass fighter from like day one. Which she's not. If they would have just done a more tech Black Panther, and she's just using weapons and being cool, there's nothing wrong with that. But no, they were like, oh, she's got to be a martial artist like T'Challa, and now we got to force her into learning how to fight. And there hasn't even been any footage of Letitia Wright training for Wakanda Forever. So, like, why? What? Show us that she can actually fight, like, for real. If you're going to push this agenda on us that she can fight, prove it to us. Because I'm so annoyed. As someone who is a martial artist, I'm going to place judgment. Because Shang-Chi is one of the best fighters in the world, but he earned his place. He went through rough training from his dad and his dad's minions, and he learned how to be a better fighter. Because that's what you do. You don't get to be a badass from day one. Take it from Johnny Lawrence. You got to train hard to kick ass and get babes. That's just how it is. And I do both. I train hard, kick ass. I got my babe back here. Me look at babe. She waved. But yeah, so the point being, guys, this is bullshit, okay? These reactions, I'm excited to see the film, but I'm dropping my excitement down because I recently heard that people are saying there's a mind-blowing end credit scene. Bitch, you took out the most mind-blowing end credit scene. Like, I'm going to tell you this, guys, straight up, okay? If they keep hyping up Shuri, if Shuri beats Namor or Atuma in this movie, I'm walking the fuck out of this bitch. Like, before the movie ends, because I'm sorry. I do not believe that Shuri can beat Namor. You see how badass Namor is in this? And I think, I'm seeing this movie for Namor. I'm pissed they cut off Dr. Doom. That was the one thing that could be on par with Superman showing up in Black Adam. And that would have been so cool to see this in Wakanda Forever. I'm still pissed about this. This pisses me off a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing this movie for M'Baku, for the Dora Milaje, to see how they treat the legacy of T'Challa's end and see how Shuri actually does as the character. But to say she's one of the best fighters, that's a bold claim. I gotta see that to really get my take on it. But honestly, guys, these reactions straight up piss me off. I'm glad they're saying it's positive, but at the same time, I'm not expecting much from this. I'm lowering my expectations, but the trailers look good, so hopefully the movie will be good. And these are my final thoughts on the reactions. Let me know your thoughts. I'm skeptical on this movie. I'm seeing it with my friends in 2 weeks, and we'll see what we get. These are my thoughts. Have a great day.